You guys are already going in about the latest episodes of Married at First Sight Boston, season 14. If you're just joining us, we recap Married at First Sight every single Thursday here on the channel. Look, we've been live multiple times today talking about Real Housewives. We had some breaking news about the Shots of Sunset being canceled after 9 seasons. Be sure to check out that if you haven't already. Don't forget to share this live. Don't forget to like this video. This will help support our channel, but also support other channels that cover Married at First Sight. Someone says, "Oh, sorry, I'm driving." No driving. No driving while you're watching. Ooh, Eddie says, "Boo, Dr. Pepper." I posted in the live chat a question, a poll. I said, "Who do you think was right here?" And overwhelmingly, you guys are saying 82% Dr. Pepper, but there are some people that disagree. And that's what we love about this channel. You can disagree and we can still love on each other, right? We can still love each other. I have so much to say about this couple, but I have so much to say about this current season of Married at First Sight. You know, last week we canceled our live because I felt like last week's episode of Married at First Sight Boston was trash. It wasn't good. It wasn't worth watching. I thought this week might be a little bit more interesting, but this was another 2 hours, although I can fast forward through commercials. Thank you, Sling. Still, I watched it twice and I was like, a lot of these couples I'm not even interested in anymore. So let's start with the couple that I'm least interested in this week. And as you can hear in my voice, I've been live multiple times today. So this live is not going to be a long one, okay? Because I have to rest my voice. But, damn it. I am so bored by this couple. I know you guys have called Jasmina Alyssa 2.0. At this point, I don't even care. At least with Alyssa, I cared. At least I cared about, I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person. Oh, she better be at the reunion. She better be at the reunion. But this couple, they're going to say no. Look, can someone tell the producers on decision day they're both going to say no? I don't care what they say. You know, Jasmina is good for like, you know, I really feel like I still don't know him yet, so I can't really be intimate with him. You don't want to be intimate with him. Who believes that Jasmina wants to be intimate with Michael? And there's nothing wrong with Michael. Gloria says she hates him. She hates him. Yes, I am sipping on water, y'all. I'm sipping on water. I have my ginger kombucha. There we go. They're not sponsoring the show, but look. See, some of you are saying that you're over them. And you guys have been, look, Hetty, you guys have been saying this too. Every single week, she isn't attracted to him. It's obvious. I don't know if it's attraction. I don't know if it's personality. I don't know if she couldn't get over the female roommates. But they're not even touchy-feely. She said, you know, he says that they were kissing before they would go to bed. They don't do that anymore. Damn, your relationship has hit that low? They obviously have not had sex. Not that I believe you have to. In this sort of social experiment, I don't think you have to have sex. Look at Olajuwon and Katina. They haven't had sex. We will get there. But I don't believe in this relationship. I believe Mike is trying, but I think Jasmina has cut out. I do think that Jasmina has cut out. And I was so rooting for Jasmina in the beginning. But when we started to see some behavior from her, I was like, oh, okay. Mocha says Mike deserves better. I mean, when she says that she wants more from Mike, I was like, didn't Mike tell you all? We know more. Don't you believe? Look, you guys in the live chat in the comment section, don't you believe that we know more about Mike than we know about Jasmina? Am I the only one? I feel like we know more about Mike and the trauma he's gone through in his life than we know about Jasmina. Who is this woman? Oh, L. Singleton says Jasmina can't get over the height issue. Oh, I don't look, when you're laying down, you're all the same size. Yeah. Marquita says, definitely over this season. I'm ready for decision day. I've made my decision. That couple, Jasmina and Michael, are not going to make it. They're not going to make it. I honestly, at this point, I don't think any of the couples are going to make it. And if they do make it, they're going to end up divorced. Trust me, a few months later, if not the next year. So for me, Jasmina and this episode, the experts are getting involved. They're having conversations individually with the couples. So they saved this boring couple towards the end of the episode, thankfully. However, at the same time, by the end of a 2-hour episode, you're like, I don't care about them. But Jasmina always comes up with some excuse on how it's Michael's fault. Y'all notice that? I don't know enough about him. There's no ownership from Jasmina, ever. Jasmina, you're not perfect. Beautiful girl. But this is what I always tell you guys, just because someone's good looking doesn't mean they have a great personality. Exactly. Chunky says, might as well divorce now and have the show pay for it. They are not that smart. Oh, in my opinion, says she just wants to be famous. Who believes that too? Maybe she's more undercover. Maybe she was able to hide it more than Alyssa. We already knew Alyssa wanted to be famous. Producers, why do we not have a camera on the roof? A lot's happening on that roof that we don't have camera footage of. Alyssa's still stalking out the roof. The side conversations having amongst the couples. That's probably why they go to the roof. No, Mocha says some rapper will get with her. Come on, can we do better than rappers? Shout out to all the rappers. Oh my goodness. Let's move on because I don't want to waste our time or my throat on Jasmina and Michael. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that stood out to me about this couple. There wasn't. Let me see. Who do I want to talk about next? Lindsey and Mark the Shark. This couple has, after Alyssa and Chris left the show, they've really been holding down the show, entertainment value. But they need counseling. They don't need to be in a relationship. They don't need to be getting married. Mark has some serious mommy issues. She has some serious mommy issues. I think this is part of the reason why they were connected together for the show. Ooh, someone says Mark is bipolar. You think so? I don't think either way. Before we were blaming Lindsey, but Mark, once in a while, he checks out. And that could be the trauma that he's going through. He had a breakthrough moment with Pastor Cal. Pastor Cal said, she is not your mother. But he literally is his father. He shuts down. And he's scared. Look at his body language when he's around Lindsey. He's scared of Lindsey. And not in like, oh, she's abusing him kind of way. It's like he reverts back to his childhood. I like Mark, but Mark needs counseling. He doesn't need a marriage. I have some hot tea here, y'all. I have some hot tea right here. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of my throat. Yeah, I should have put a little honey in it, but it is what it is. We will make do. This is my last live of the day. There are no lives scheduled for tomorrow. Of course, you will get daily and consistent content here on the channel, but there will be no lives tomorrow. This is our third live of the day. Well, I've been talking all day, though. I had a meeting. Look, it's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. Gloria says therapy for all, including us. I feel like I need therapy after watching these couples. We believe in mental health, but Lord have mercy. Okay, let me focus. So Mark the Shark and Lindsey, Mark has a breakthrough moment this week, but every time it feels like they get to a better place, it falls apart. We talk about toxicity and we talk about toxic people. This is a toxic relationship. I don't see this relationship working out. I did in the beginning see the potential for how they could be good for each other. But at this point, they need to Mm-mm. It's not going to end well. They need serious therapy. Uh, Gloria to get to your boy. Oh, why he has to be my boy? Oh, Lord. Thank you so much, Scarlett. We appreciate you. Shout out to all of our members of the channel. Shout out to our subscribers. We appreciate you guys helping to keep the lights on here at the studio. Let me take some of my, I'm going to be drinking a lot, y'all, so bear with me. Yeah. Mm. In my piece, Lindsey broke him down. Oh my God, the cat photo shoot was funny, but so unnecessary. This is what we've come to on this show. This is not TLC. Your Taurus BFF. Oh Lord. We will get to O in a second. Let me get to annoying. That's what I'm going to call her. I'm not going to call her by her name. We're going to call her annoying. Some of you were on annoying side for a period of time. She's like, that man's job, he's jobless, he's unemployed, he ain't got no money, he's broke. Y'all know what y'all was saying about poor Steve. Mind you, Steve and annoying, they have deeper conversations, but we could tell that Steve is not some broke mother father. Steve actually seems like he has it together. He's not worried about paying his bills because he always pays his bills. But I also understand where annoying is coming from because she grew up poor. However, stop being annoying. First of all, last week she was talking about when the project is over, when this assignment is over, they're not going to live together. That caught me off guard. Anyone else caught off guard with that? I was so caught off guard when she said, "Oh, we don't have to move right in together right immediately." Really? The same woman said, I told the producers that, I feel like I could fall in love with you. That girl? I can fall in love with you, but I'm not going to move in with you. If she don't realize that she's got a prize, send him on over to someone else, please. I hope he says no. Steve, I hope you said no. If you still have time, I'm sure it's filmed already. I hope you said no. Look, Steve has the patience of a saint because I would have cussed out annoying a long time ago. I said, girl, 1 minute he's not saying I love you quick enough for you. Another minute he's a broke mother father that don't have a job. Another minute he's saying let's split the duties of the house. She's like, no, you'll do all of it. Oh, my dog has to sleep with us. You are annoying. Let me. I also watched the after show. And in the after show last week, Annoying did give a number on what would make her feel comfortable if she knew it was in Steve's savings. And she said 40K or something like that. He confirmed he has that. Steve has it. We knew he had it, and we don't even know the man. He gives off BDE. And I don't mean that literally. We knew Steve had it. Why can't you? And she's having intimate conversations. She's sleeping with the man. You know he has a BDE. Exactly. Saintly says he confirmed it with confidence too. We knew that already, though. Steve, you didn't have to prove anything to us. We knew. I hope you said no on decision day because annoying will be annoying for the rest of your life. Do not have a child with that woman. Look, oh damn, I get so invested. Just when I think I have nothing to say about Married at First Sight, I come on live and you guys get me riled up. Y'all got me riled up. This is y'all fault. Eddie said, Steve, come bring that BD over here. Look, universe, whoever I end up with needs to be that secure in their finances. I never got concerned about Steve's finances, but I understand she grew up poor. Not to say I grew up rich. However, I didn't feel like, oh, Steve is a broke mother father. He don't know what he's doing. It's not like he was living with his mama either. He was living on his own. Carla said, what we do. I know what y'all did. Exactly. Kiana says, you need a Steve. Yes. I mean, I'm not dealing with no broke mother father either. However, the pandemic, people lost their jobs. And just because you lost your job doesn't mean that you're broke. And just because you have a job or you're flashing money everywhere in your clothes or whatever doesn't mean you have money either. What's your credit score, mother father? What's your credit score? How much do you have in the bank saved? Those are kinds of questions she should be asking. And I understand. Look, she's talking about we should have a separate account for it. Business. I feel if they had a separate account, he would be putting in most of the money and she'd be like, oh, I'm going to put some in a couple of days. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I'm just saying. Are we done with annoying? Was there anything else? Oh, there was something else, y'all. I'm not done. I'm not done. Guys, do us a favor. We have almost 200 people in the building for our Married at First Sight recap. Mind you, a lot of you were asking me to do a Married at First Sight recap, but y'all not showing up the way y'all need to show up. If we don't get the numbers that we need to get, I'm not going to be recapping the show because I could be laying out on my bed right now. No offense to all of the almost 200 that are here, but look, come on now. Y'all were begging me to do Married at First Sight. I switched providers so I could watch it with you guys. I love the show, but I could wait a year and watch it on Discovery Plus. Discovery, where's my discount code? Just saying. Anyways. Thank you guys. Thank you to everyone that's not even mod, but you guys are just subscribers of the channel and always support and tell people to like the video. We appreciate you. Oh, uh-oh. Center Stage says, I've married 2 men who lives with their mama. Hey, Steve. See, he doesn't live with his mama. He lived on his own. He took 4 months off and traveled the United States. He just confirmed that he does have over 40K in the bank. I hope he said no to annoying. But the other annoying thing that she does, and look, I'm great. I'm good for being passive aggressive on social media, but I don't do it with my relationships. Look, you guys probably won't know that I'm in a relationship till y'all see the wedding photo. And when you see the wedding photo, it's probably a year after the wedding happened. I'm just saying. But her passive aggressive inspirational quotes on social media, he doesn't like it. Pastor Cal said you shouldn't do it. When they had the follow-up conversation, she's like, well, that's you, that's him, that's not me. Wait. Where are the receipts? Uh-uh. Naima says, you ride it for Steve. Because annoying is annoying. Everything she does and says since the beginning of the season has been annoying. It's like, girl, if it's not one thing, it's another. Kiana says, Noi is annoying is a child, plain and simple. Exactly. She said, it wasn't about you. Who was it about? He says he's more concerned on his family because once his family sees it, they're reaching out and asking, oh, what happened? What happened? That would annoy the hell out of me too if my family started reaching out to me like, what happened? What happened? But my family wouldn't be following my boo either because they wouldn't know about my boo. Or well, at least they wouldn't know his social media. Tanya agrees with me. She said, I agree with you, Kempire. I hope he says no also. Plus, she talks to him with no respect. She really doesn't. And she looks at him like, girl, like you're some prize. What are you bringing to the table, annoying? What is she bringing to the table? All right. I wonder why my voice is going. It's because I'm yelling. It's because I'm yelling. Let me talk in softer tones. Okay. Saintly says Noi is a liar. No, ma'am. Say it with your chest. Steve is such a sweet, and he has such a sweet energy when he's on the after party, when he's on the show. You could just tell. Like, I mean, we've been fooled before with those 90 Day Fiance people, but I feel like Steve is a good one. I really hope he says no. I mean, I hope she says no. That'd be great if she says no. She's like, the fact that you don't have a job. Mm. Look, the fact that you don't have a job, that really bothers me. Good. All right. I feel like I went in on them longer than I did on Mark the Shark and Lindsey. Sidebar. Have you guys been to that sort of indoor beach volleyball thing that they were doing? That sand looked like it was going to be on them forever in their hair, in their underwear. I was like, that doesn't look like fun to me. I mean, I don't really love the beach like that, but at least the beach is outside. It's like inside in the sand. What the hell? I'm just glad Team Shark won. There we go. We're gonna call him Team Shark. I'm glad Team Shark won because Steve is on that team. I was glad. I was so glad that she was sick. I mean, not that she was sick, but that she wasn't able to come. Annoying. She would have been terrible. She probably would have been mad. Like she probably would have ruined the whole vibe. Jay Blake says, I don't like Noi, but Steve is a bum, per his own dad. His dad called him a bum? Did I miss that? Daphne says, I need a person who loves to travel. Me too, girl. I love to travel. I'm about to go renew my passport. I said, oh, can't make this expire. Tanya says, I love you, Kemper. Thank you for reading my post. I'm so excited. I try to. If I can see everyone's comments, I try to get to the comments. But I also try to focus on what I'm trying to say. Oh, yep, the first episode. I don't believe it. My dad wouldn't call me a bum, but my dad don't know how much money is in my bank. I know how much is in his though. I'm just saying. I told you guys what my mother said to my sister. Were you guys here for that? They were concerned. They're like, "Is he okay? He quit his job. He's doing this YouTube thing." I'm doing multiple things, not just YouTube. Okay, sponsors. Coldest is not paying the bills, but it's a nice little check. It's a nice little check, guys. Oh Lord. Where is my Oh, here it is. Shout out to you guys that have been tagging me in your coldest water bottles. Love it. Support the channel. You support everything by using the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. So shout out to you guys. You can get water bottles there. You can get things for your pet, pillows, things for your coffee. Get a coldest water bottle today. Head on over to coldest.com. Use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. Okay. I'm just saying, parents don't know everything. They were concerned. Until I sent some money over and they were like, oh, things are good. Keep it up. So trust and believe. I think Steve is fine. Annoying, go bother someone else. Like a damn fly. Like a damn fly. Exactly. Florencia, I love the fact that I have so many Taurus people that follow me. Team Taurus all day. We Tauruses are hustlers. We stay getting checks. Exactly. Exactly. Working on new ones as we speak. Stay tuned. Okay. Let me move on. Because as you saw from the thumbnail, a lot of you are Team Dr. Pepper, though. 92% of you, with 130 something votes, believe that Dr. Pepper was most correct in this situation. As you know, I have defended Olajuwon here and there. Here and there, cute guy. We know we expected him to be the player. The last couple of weeks, he was very upset at Katina because she still had a dating app on her phone that she hadn't even logged into. It turned into this whole situation. They got over it last week, and now they're in a good spot. But Dr. Pepper is meeting with him, and immediately when Dr. Pepper calls him out, he gets so defensive. And he says, I don't do that. He says, she said, miss. Does Olajuwon not realize the experts don't just see clips? We see clips. So I can understand you talking about us. Dr. Pepper sees everything. She sees everything. This is not he said, she said. She's seeing what you said. And how you were making it seem like everything was cool. And then all of a sudden at the end, after you were being all lovey-dovey with Katina, you're like, well, you know, she did something. And no one knew what you were talking about, including Katina. And poor Katina is sitting there. Katina, you need therapy, girl. I'm convinced. Katina, you need therapy. Katina a little woo, isn't she? I mean. Katina a little woo. So part of me feels bad for her. Then part of me is like, girl, you don't need to be on a reality show. I wouldn't be surprised if Katina was using this to become famous too. That's the problem with shows like this. When it's on for so long, that people utilize this for other reasons. Even though the creators say, you know, we pay them very little, so we don't get those types of people. You know, some people will do anything. They would do it for free. She a little woo, Kristen. Kristen, she a little woo, right? Esma says he says she said she saw what you said. Exactly. But Dr. Pepper is not going to engage in those types of conversations. He was going in on Dr. Pepper at that volleyball situation. And then she shows up and he's like, yes, because he's a Taurus. Look, I understand him on some level. And Tauruses in the chat, you confirm, we do always think that we're right. We do. 9 times out of 10, we are. Just saying. But she's not going to engage in a back and forth with him. She's trying to move forward. She's trying to see how to help the relationship. This is not about the experts versus the couples. Antonia says that Katina is scared of him. When he's speaking, she froze and doesn't blink. I mean, didn't you get a little scared too when he was talking to Dr. Pepper? I was just like, why are you being so like towards her? Listen, and my thing is that you should know, of all people, she's not seeing clips. She's seeing the full. They are like, this is like Big Brother. They're seeing everything they're seeing things that we don't see, so that they can have a full educated perspective, so that they're able to guide you. You idiot! Oh damn! I hope Katina says no. I don't feel like this is a good relationship for her. I don't think Olajuwon's a terrible human being. I hate the fact that when I was watching the after party, that they were making excuses for him. I'm sorry, Keisha. I like you on the after show, but I don't like how you were making excuses for him. You, of all people, should have said to him, well, we have to remember the experts see more than just clips. What you did to Katina, even though you moved on, it's her job to get to the bottom of things, the things that you guys want to gloss over and forget about. It's for them to, that's what therapists do. Let's get to the bottom of things, because so often you guys just want to kind of move on and forget about it. And then all of a sudden, when it blows up in your face again, it's like, oh, damn. Coco says Tauruses are very bullheaded. Excuse you? Well, yeah. I did, one moment that I didn't mention that I want to mention was when Lindsey was talking and she was opening up and she was leaning towards Mark. He was just really not connecting with her. Body language is such a thing, y'all. And when I say body language, it's not just the actual physical body. Listen to how people speak and how certain things get, like certain words kind of get choked up. Pay attention. Body language experts never took a course. Just when I thought I had nothing to say. Just when I thought I had nothing to say. I mean, Antonio says Mark can't stand her. I wonder if Mark heard what she said about him at the bowling alley in the bathroom to the producer. How do you get over that? If you're in a relationship, if you're new in a relationship, be mindful of the things you say. They say, be mindful of the battles you want to get into. Is it worth the fight? Also be mindful of when you get into these fights. Look at me, relationship expert. Relationship expert. Be mindful of the things you say in those arguments, those things that you can't take back. Lindsey, those things you can't take back, what you said in that bathroom. She always goes for the jugular. So does he, though. He just doesn't know how to go that deep. I mean, Mark's a little woo too. I like him, but he's a little woo. Victor, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, handsome. Hey, thank you. Body language is everything. Excellent. It really is. Pay attention. Pay attention. Chunky said, come through, Dr. Kempire. Am I pretending to be a therapist now here on the channel? All right. I'm going to drop the call-in link just in case you guys want to call in. We don't normally drop the link, but let's like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Not going to stay on here too long because, as I already said, been talking so much today. Want to rest up my voice for tomorrow. Let me drop the call link just in case you guys have thoughts on Married at First Sight. We don't normally do Married at First Sight at this late, but we had some more pressing lives to get to. So we decided to push this back just a little bit, but I'm tired. Like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed. And I think I've already spoken everything that I need to say about Olajuwon. I don't believe that any of these couples are going to make it at the end. There's only one couple I think that might make it, and that's Noi, annoying, and Steve. And I don't think they should make it. Honestly. Omar says, Kempire, let me find out you are an expert, Mr. Sprite. Apparently you guys have things to say. We already got quite a few people backstage. Yes, Gloria says today was a lot. Who are you telling? We had so much news. Shaw's of Sunset has been canceled. We had the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion looks. We had the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer drop. And I forgot to mention, guys, that new season is going to begin on my birthday, May 11th. So you know what we're going to do. We will recap it every single Thursday here on the channel. All right. Let's take a couple of callers and then I'm getting out of here. All right. Replay crew, though, I want to know your thoughts. Live chat. How would you rate this episode from 1 to 10? From 1 to 10, I'll tell you what I thought, what I think. I would give this a 5. And I think that's being generous. High Vibe says, Kempire, I thought you would have your robe on in honor of our new SCOTUS. Well, no, I don't want to be disrespectful. She earned that spot. Look, she earned that spot. She did. Oh, a 4 out of 10 for 7.5. Okay. A 7, a 4, 8, 8. I mean, mixed reviews. Some of you thought it was a good episode. The last couple of weeks have not been good. Next week, though, they go on their retreat, and those episodes are normally a lot better, a lot more interesting. I like seeing the couples interact more so because, especially them on their own, especially Jasmina and Michael, that relationship is not going to make it. They're going to say no. And if they haven't, they should have. Just say. All right. Let's take some callers. All right, I see all of your ratings. Not a 4.825. Side note, I don't know if you would like the Netflix show. Oh wait, Ultimatum. It's different. It's like a dating show. Okay, Tiana, I'm gonna bring you up. Hey, Tiana.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Katina reminds me a lot like Paige. And it's this like they would stay in these situations because they were trying so hard to prove that they were a wife. And not necessarily who the husband was. It was like for them, it was like, I want to be a wife. I want to be a wife. I want to stay in this situation. And at least but see, even with Paige, so much stupid stuff had to happen to get her to like finally open up her eyes. But it was really actually sad because I've been in an emotionally abusive relationship before, and you don't realize it. Of course, your families and your friends can notice it, but you really become a shell of yourself. And so just even looking at her, just kind of standing next to him, it was like, you can tell there is something completely different from the beginning.
She's different. Exactly. From the beginning to now.
She doesn't talk like the way she was talking to Pastor Cal. She doesn't talk when she's around him. She kind of allows him just to kind of take the lead. And I understand that there are some relationship dynamics where like women will let the man lead and they will kind of fall back and whatever, but it's just looking at her standing there, something was so different. And like, I'm sorry, for me, like for my man, if you're coming at him saying that he was talking down on me and I didn't really receive it like that, I'm gonna jump in and say no, he wasn't talking down to me, he wasn't belittling me, no, that's not how it came across. But she just kind of sat there and she was just smiling. And they're not even smiling, just kind of like trying to appease him.
Yeah.
And then it's like I get really frustrated with the experts because it's like, if we can see it, you can see it. And Dr. Pepper just sitting there just like, everything is gonna work out. And Pastor Cal, like, she's really the person that you need to be with. But like, does he need to be with her? So I'm kind of not liking Married at First Sight because it seems like now that I think more people are getting into it, they're just kind of putting people together who who both like the color red, but don't like anything else. And so it's not even, it's like, I want to see couples fall in love. Yeah, you're going to have a couple arguments and then, whatever, but then say yes on decision day. But the fact that we can look at all these couples and be like, they're not going to make it.
All of them.
Not one person going to make it.
Oh, my
Did you watch the preview for next episode?
Yes, I did. Thoughts
when
on it?
When he was like, oh, so you're done with school in 2 years? So how you going to have kids? What? It's like,
I mean, when he said that, first of all, he's always doing that to her, which I don't like. Yeah. However, I do see like, okay, that's realistic. I think with Katina, like I said, I think Katina's a little woo. It's a valid point, but I'm tired of him coming across like her father instead of her partner.
You know what? I think he's so focused on trying to mold her into like the wife that he needs. It's like, have you ever stopped and asked yourself, are you the husband that she needs? Are you meeting her expectations? Are
Mm-hmm.
you meeting her needs? And it's like no one's asking those questions. And unfortunately, Katina has been so beat down that I don't think that she feels safe to ask those questions of him, to ask that of him at all.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Well,
I feel so bad, like Katina, if you watching, girl, because we know y'all be here. Girl, stand up, stand up.
I mean, at this point, it might be too late. She probably said yes on decision day.
Girl, we will pack your stuff up. It ain't nothing but a phone call.
Wow. Tiana, we appreciate you calling in, and I love everything you said because you have brought up some really valid points, especially when it
Thank
comes to
you.
Katina. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
You too. Bye bye.
See, this is why I love when you guys call in. She brought up really, really great points. Katina is not who we met on the very first episode versus what we see now. And she has been in abusive relationships before. So it wouldn't shock me that she would get in. And then look, and I know he gets very sensitive about people saying that, but you can be abusive and not be a physically abusive person. You can be abusive and not necessarily not the typical emotionally abusive way. He has a way with his words. He's very manipulative. And I didn't like on the after show how everybody was making excuses for Olajuwon. And you know, I've defended Olajuwon before, but I'm seeing a pattern of behavior that is very concerning. And I think that Dr. Pepper was right in what she was saying. And I think you were wrong, Olajuwon, because I know you're watching too. I think you were wrong. You talking about she going off some he said, she said. No, she's going off of everything that you said and what everything that we haven't even seen. Anyways, in my opinion, I'm going to bring you up.
Hi, Kempire. How you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
Honey, when I tell you this episode made me mad on so many different levels, like, I was so mad at Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper. I was like, oh, you need a refresher course because, yeah, y'all lost all y'all skills. Like, I wouldn't trust nothing damn one of them said, okay? Like, I'm waiting on them to get on Lindsey for her mouth. And then they go to Mark and talking about something he checked out. Yeah, he checked out because this girl crazy. Like, what you do with crazy? He tried to talk sense to this girl, and this girl just, oh my God, she's just so over the top. And Olajuwon, okay, he needs a therapist ASAP, it's medication. And Katina needs to find the wizard and get that brain. Go on down that yellow bit road and find that wizard. And we're going to need you to get a brain, sister. And Noi, Lord Jesus, I'm telling you, she got one more time to say something dumb, okay? She gonna tell my son, you're gonna have to change all the diapers because I'm carrying the baby. Fool, that's not how it works. If you're in a relationship, y'all committed, y'all do 50-50. Like, she don't want to clean up. She don't want to do no bathroom. She don't want to cook. If the man says she did something wrong, she want to walk out and leave. Like, baby, she don't want to be married. And let's be clear. Any amount of money that he would have showed her, it wouldn't have been enough. He could have had $1 million in the bank and she'd be like, well, you still need to work. I can't go back to the trailer park. You know, they was making me so mad.
Still laughing that she's still in the brain. She knew
and Jasmina, Lord Jesus, I'm telling you, Jasmina, she didn't need to be on Married at First Sight, okay? She needed to get her stuff together. First of all, she ain't even in the mind space to have a husband, okay? The way she belittles and picks at him for every little thing. And every time she does it, it seems like a piece of him is leaving. Like, he's trying so hard and she just keep picking at him. And I'm like, how much can you do to a man before he's emotionally beat down and like,
and you think that
she's do nothing else?
So you think what she's doing is very similar to what Olajuwon's doing to Katina?
Exactly. Because she's emotionally tearing that man down. Like, he's trying everything. Like, he's the one out of his comfort zone and everything to make her happy. You know, she said she didn't want to touch. She didn't want all that. He said, you don't have to do it. You know, even though Pastor Cal said that's where you messed up. No, he was being a respectful man. You know,
especially in 2022.
Who don't want somebody to be respectful of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman says they don't want to be touched, it's okay for that man to respect that woman's wish.
Pastor Cal. It's called consent.
I'm telling you, Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper, they need a refresher course. Because let me tell you, these last 2 seasons of Married at First Sight, it ain't hitting. It ain't hitting.
In my opinion, you are a mess. Thank you so much for calling in.
You have a good night. Now you go rest your voice in a little while now.
Thank you. I will. Thank you. Bye. She said Katina need to go find a brain. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. I highlighted this comment. Donna D says, I was disappointed that Dr. Pepper didn't tell Olajuwon that she is the expert and that she does see everything. Right? Why did Dr. Pepper act like she was told the stuff that she actually saw? I don't know. Reality TV is weird like that. Maybe she did, but we know that she sees everything. They are monitoring this whole situation. I agree with that. Lauren, thank you so much for the super chat. Lauren says the experts need to assess O for an undiagnosed narcissistic personality disorder. I'm a therapist and all the textbook signs are there. Run, Katina. She's a therapist. She said it. She said it. But don't they go through all of these psychological tests to be on this show? Specifically Married at First Sight. I don't know, y'all. All right. We're going to take these last couple of callers, guys. If you're just joining us, we are recapping Married at First Sight, Boston, season 14. We didn't recap it last week because the episode was trash. So we are talking about it this week. And I don't feel like we missed anything. We didn't miss anything from last week. We've covered everything at this point. Next week, they're going on the retreat. Apparently, Lindsey's jumping out the car. Why are you jumping out a moving car? All right. Let's take these last couple of callers. Tella, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Tella?
Hey, this is my second time with you today.
Hey.
I'm not getting an ounce of work done, but that's okay. You're entertaining, baby. So I'm just going to say a couple of things, and then I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Now, Noi know better, or either Noi doesn't know anything about tech money, and I'm just going to leave it there. To think that she needs to sit up there and cry and all that stuff about somebody. I mean, you're a recruitment coordinator. I am a project manager in recruitment. You the low man on the totem pole. This boy is as high as it gets. He's a product manager. As a recruitment coordinator, she should have went and Googled his salary since she's doing all that damn crying. Mark and Lindsey, what do we do with them? Because they bring out the worst in each other. They should just say goodbye now. And Lindsey needs just to go on and get herself into some sort of emotional rehab, because that child there.
Yeah, because she was also saying, I'm sorry to cut you off, because she was saying that she's never happy. She's always sad.
Right.
And like, wait, in your relationship or in life? And then basically it was life.
It was in her life, and she immediately started to cry. She said, oh, I'm always sad, but I go to being mad first. See, that's what tells me they don't do any type of psychological background, because if they did, they would find out right away, because they just asked that girl one question: why do you go there? And here comes the water. So they did not even try to even figure out. She looked good on TV. I guess her pictures were good. Jasmina and Olajuwon, she is one and the same as he is. She's just passive aggressive with hers, which is worse.
Okay.
So she needs it. I mean, I don't understand where the superiority complex comes from. Like, she got it all together.
Mm-hmm.
You came on a dating show, so you're not doing that well by yourself. I'm just saying, she's a pretty girl. There's no reason for it. Katina, she's right. Whoever says she's a shell of herself, she is. Because remember, now she's a self-proclaimed party girl. She liked to turn up. Remember that? What happened to that person?
Right.
And for Olajuwon to really believe that he's an idiot, but for him to somehow twist this whole Dr. Pepper thing around, you see the cameras, just we can see you, you can see them. You know they taping you. What's wrong with you, fool? I mean, I was just kind of like, you acting brand new here. Because remember, you a self-proclaimed party boy. But what he is doing is grooming her just in case she says yes.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to drop the mic with that.
All right, Tella. Thank you for
Good night,
calling.
baby.
Bye. Not grooming her. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Let me block this person. There we go. We blocked this person. All right. We had somebody, we had some spam. Mind you, we had a subscriber. This is subscribers only, right? I don't remember. It is what it is. But she said grooming. What? Let me take a sip. Ooh, Greg says, hold on. Greg says Jasmina is just a kinder version of Alyssa. That girl ain't attracted to Michael. Damn, and you guys saw it from the beginning. Some of you saw this from the beginning. I was trying to have hope. I was like, well, they're a cute couple. Don't have me set you up. Oh, Catherine says, play the music. Grooming. We're a mess. We are a mess. All of us are a mess. I just want to let you guys know that. All right, let me get to the callers. Amy's here. Amy J. What's going on? Oh, Amy, you dropped yourself. Amy will call back. Let me go to Blessing. Blessing, what's going on, Blessing?
Hey, Kempire. I just want to tell you, first of all, I adore you. You are my inspiration of wanting to start my own YouTube reality reaction with TV. Yes. I never really could catch you on the live because I'll be working. But
I got a job.
I just love how you're very professional. You're very attractive. So I know that brings in a lot of the women.
Oh.
And that also and you keep it very classy, very regal. And that's how I want to be. That's exactly how I want to be. And you're knowledgeable and you're smart. Married at First Sight is my show. Oh my God. But that Olajuwon, ooh, Lord Jesus. I would have had to say some cuss words for him, and he would have had to chase me. For real. He would have had to chase me. He would have had to be like, where you at? What you doing? Why you not coming home? Until you start treating me right. I would not even answer his calls until he gets it together. Yes. Because he's
does
mean.
Feel like she's chasing him.
Yeah, because she's trying to satisfy him. And what Katina has to understand is that, honey, you are a human being. You have one life as well as he does. Mm-hmm. Don't let no man groom you. If you're going to change, it's going to be up to you to change for the better, not for him to make you change it to what he wants you to be. That's not fair, you know? And he knew this just coming in. And I think he's a sorry loser. I really do. I think he's a sorry loser. He's very combative, but he is very competitive too. But what you call it? So far as Jasmina, girl, bye. You go back to. She's not attracted to that man. Not only physically, she's not attracted to him, but she's not attracted to him because she can run him over. She can rule him, and he needs to put his foot down. You know, when she talks to him, you know, she tells him, what's his name again? Oh my God. Michael. She'd be like, go, Michael. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah. You bring up some good points, Blessing.
Yeah, like how you gonna sit up here and talk to me like I'm a child and I'm your husband? But see, he has to put his foot down and say, the hell with what you professionals are saying. This is how I'm gonna run my household. The man is the kingdom in his household. And if he doesn't feel good about coming home to his household that he rules, and even if, you know, there's a lot of women that rules the house, but they let the man think he's ruling the house. And that's fine. I appreciate that too. But it still make him feel good as a man. They're not emasculating him, making him, you know, and that's what Jasmina does. She needs to go back to people she ain't never touched, long distance relationships. But she also needs to forgive her dad for leaving her.
Oh, wow.
She needs to forgive her dad, and she needs to forgive herself for how she treated men, especially her current husband, because of the defaults that her dad has installed into her. He didn't show up when he was supposed to show up. You know, it's very rare that you hear a child say, oh, my daddy's leaving us. Okay, can I stay with my stepmom? Can you adopt us and we just live here with you? That's a level of something's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think that she's very angry. All the anger she has and stored in her, I think it has a lot to do with her dad. Because I'm like that. You know, my dad was in and out of my life and my sister's life. And now, you know, we're good. But I say sometimes mean things to him. And it's only because you didn't stand up for me. You wasn't there for me when I needed you on Father's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There were times where, so she's just angry at a lot of her upbringing, especially her father not having her back like he should have. That's her blood. So I understand that. But before she interviewed for this and went into this, I feel as though she should have gotten therapy outside of this, because they really don't give them good therapy. They really don't.
Even though we
And
hear
I should be a therapist.
they get side therapy. Apparently,
Yeah, they don't get the real deal holy feel where they got to dig deep inside their gut, the core of them, to figure out what is wrong. And until you have that, and you have that deep down cry where it's coming out your belly because you know that, dang, that's a lift right there. That's God releasing you from all this crap that you've been holding in. And I bet you she'd be a better beautiful, because she's very pretty.
Yeah.
And she has a very pretty smile, and she's very intelligent. So I'm pretty sure that will even exude her beauty, you know, from the inside to out. As for Lindsey and Sharkman, they need to play, I don't know, they just need to throw balls at each other.
Not throw balls
until they pass out.
Oh Lord.
Dodgeball. That's what they need to do, is throw dodgeballs at each other. Because she's driving him crazy. And then for
listen, we're not gonna go through the entire cast because we have people backstage. But we appreciate you calling in.
All right. Thank you, Kempire.
Have a good night.
Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
Guys, do me a favor. S. Smith, don't spam, please, next caller. First of all, it's rude, and I don't expect that in our live chat. Thank you. So don't tell me how to run my show. I won't tell you how to run yours. All right. Amy J., I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
I got knocked out, and I was like, oh, no. I finally caught an episode, because I watched some of it last week, but I didn't watch the whole thing. So I stepped in and watched it this week. I don't like Olajuwon, but you remember that interview that Monique did when she was like, my man is raising me? I feel like he feels like he has to raise Katina. And to a certain extent, it's kind of hard to watch because she kind of plays into it.
Yeah, plays into it. She's doing it.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of saying, I have to say, some things she is missing. Her life skills are a little shaky. Like, she don't know how to cook. And this is nothing wrong with not knowing how to cook.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of people don't know how to cook, but like, it seems like she really don't know how to cook. You know the difference. Like, I can't make a 5-course meal, but I can eat to survive. I can make a meal, you know.
So can Olajuwon.
Yeah, but it seems like she don't even know. Like, when she was saying how to make the ribs, I was like, girl, baby, no, that's not how you do that. I see why he be all over her, but here's the thing. It's still evil. He needs, listen, if she's not what you want, fall back. Leave it alone. Don't try to raise some grown. You can't raise a man and you can't raise a woman. If she don't know how to cook and that's not her forte and she's not looking to do that, chill out. He's doing too much. And Miss Dr. Pepper, I just got angry Will Smith vibes from him. I saw he's gonna smack her, but let's move on. I got that from him. Do you know?
I mean, I was a little worried for him because he became so defensive, but not just defensive. He was just like, he was just kind of getting like, I was like, what? Hold on.
I know. Who you talking to? Slow down. I'm talking Tina. he was trying to direct Dr. Pepper. I was like, get them together. Oh my God, Michael and Jasmina. I feel like Michael just needs to dig in his bag of like sensuality and just snatch that girl up. I think she really, as much as she tries to act like she's some like, oh, respect me. I think she wants a man to walk behind her, breathe on her neck, get her together. You know, that sexy type of stuff. She's giving me, she needs a man to take control. And the more he lets her lead in that, he ain't gonna ever get no poo.
Let me remind you, it's 2022 and they're filming a reality show. If he did any of that, I think the last thing that he wants, especially as a black man, is someone saying, oh, he touched me when I told him not to touch me.
I mean, something such as brushing up against her from behind and breathing on her neck. That's her. It's just like that, a little swipe, a little kiss on the neck and say good night. Or so that is so, I think he needs to get into the sexy bag. Don't get crazy.
Okay, don't get crazy. Okay,
But
all
get
right.
sexy. I mean, because I think she needs that. She needs somebody. She needs some dick. No shade. Her
Okay.
attitude might change.
All right.
Steve and Noi, can he please share his financials? Because I'm getting worried now.
You know what? Goodbye, Amy. Goodbye. Let me get to this last caller, but I appreciate you calling.
I'm worried. Okay, so have a nice one.
You too. Bye. She said she's worried about his money now. You know what? Victor, thank you so much for the super chat. Victor says, I was in an emotionally and physically abusive relationship. Believe me, they do groom you until you lose sight of who you were before meeting them. Thank you for sharing that, Victor. And thank you for the super chat. Tella, thank you so much for the super chat. Tella says he's grooming Katina for future foolishness. I just want to highlight Vibe says that Taurus came out. Kempire said what he said. Now back to our show. And I'm tired. Don't come up in here telling me how to run my show. I will tell people when they can get off the phone. Okay? Remember that. Sometimes I ignore it, but the way too many are coming through here. If you don't like it, you can always switch off. All right. It's all right. It's all right. Now that you learned the rules, you will act accordingly. All right. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of Married at First Sight, Season 14, Boston. If you're watching the replay of this, I want to know how you would rate this episode, what you think of everything that everyone has been saying about this episode. Maybe you agree with Olajuwon. Maybe you agree with Dr. Pepper. Let's have that conversation. All right. Alyssa, I'm going to bring you up. Oh, yo, Alyssa. Hey.
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
How you doing? Okay, first of all, I am loving the multiple live streams a day. I'm loving it, but okay, I don't demand it of you. It's fine. I just love it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to just give probably an unpopular opinion. I'm South African, and I understand certain cultures have different relationship dynamics when it comes to marriage and what's expected for a man and a wife, different from Western culture. However, unfortunately for Noi, she did not research what a sales engineer makes in Boston, which is about $200,000 a year. So I feel, I'm like, girl, just because the man can take 4 months off and go travel the world and figure out his life doesn't mean he needs a day job. And also, he could be rich with no day job.
He sold an app.
Yeah. So I was like, no, you were supposed to be knowing this, not us. I just Googled it right now. Sales engineer. I know, I work in the tech field. I'm like, wait, okay. So unfortunately, I'm like, dang, girl, you fumbled the bag and you're annoying. So I don't know. Thanks, Kempire.
Thank you so much for calling in. Have a good night.
You too.
No lies were told. Look, no lies were told. Look, this has not been a good season for Married at First Sight. It hasn't been. Even last season, up until the end, it was still somewhat interesting. This season has been I'm like, oh, I don't know. So no guarantees. I'm hoping the retreat next week will be a lot better, but the season's almost over. Thank God. We're almost at decision day. I've already made my decision. None of the couples are going to make it. Not without proper, serious counseling. Right? The only couple I think that might make it would be Noi and Steve, but they really shouldn't because she's annoying. And I feel like she's going to get worse if they have a kid. I think they're going to get worse once the cameras are off. She's annoying. Anyways, I appreciate everyone calling in. I appreciate my moderators. Don't forget to show love to our moderators. Also, I appreciate our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member, if you would like to become a member of the channel, head on over to TeamKempire.com. Join our texting community at TextKempire.com. Let me post that up here. And Replay crew, I want to know what you thought of this episode. Let's continue the conversation below. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel. And thank you to everyone that sends in Cash Apps, Venmos, PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For more information on everything Kempire, head on over to TheKempire.com. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. No lives officially for tomorrow unless there's a breaking news. But don't forget, you get pop culture news every single day here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's get out of here. Let me play some music. What do I want to play? Let's play. Oh, Sookie.